Hello and welcome to my channel, Boo Snakes and More. Today we're going to be talking about guinea pigs. For more videos like this, also watch my other house channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff, my youngest son's channel, Henny's Toys and Games, or my oldest son's channel, Little Chris 10. Now let's dive into the video, and please like this video and subscribe to the channel. The guinea pig, or domestic guinea pig, Cavy porcellus, also known as the cavy or domestic cavy, is a species of rodent belonging to the genus Cavera, in the family Cavididae. Breeders tend to use the name cavy for the animal, but guinea pig is more commonly used in scientific and laboratory contexts. Despite their name, guinea pigs are not native to Guinea, nor are they closely related to pigs. They originated in the Andes region of South America. Studies based on biochemistry and hybridization suggest they are domesticated animals that do not exist naturally in the wild and are descendants of a closely related cavy species such as C. tudulus. They were originally domesticated as livestock for a source of meat and are still consumed in some parts of the world. In Western society, the guinea pig has enjoyed widespread popularity as a pet since its introduction to Europe and North America by European traders in the 16th century. Their docile nature, friendly responsiveness to handling and feeding, and the relative ease of caring for them have continued to make guinea pigs a popular choice of household pet. Organizations devoted to the competitive breeding of guinea pigs have been formed worldwide. Many specialized breeds with varying coat colors and textures are selected by breeders. With varying coat colors and textures are selected by breeders. Livestock breeds of the guinea pig play an important role in folk culture for many indigenous Andean peoples, especially as a food source. The animals are also used in folk medicine and in community religious ceremonies. They are raised for their meat and are a culinary staple in the Andes Mountains, where they are known as K. In the 1960s, a modern breeding program was started in Peru that resulted in large breeds known as K. majatus, improved K. Musketeers tried to increase consumption of the animal outside South America. Biological experimentation on domestic guinea pigs has been carried out since the 17th century. The animals were used so frequently as model organisms in the 19th and 20th centuries that the Opocric Guinea pig came into use to describe a human test subject. Since that time, they have been largely replaced by other rodents such as mice and rats. However, they are still used in research primarily as models to study such human medicine conditions as juvenile diabetes, tuberculosis, scurvy. Like humans, they require dietary intake of vitamin C and pregnancy complications. Cavallari persicus is not found naturally in the wild. It is likely descended from closely related species of cavies such as C. alfieri, C. frigidella, and C. testili, which are still commonly found in various regions of South America. Studies from 2007 to 2010 applied molecular markers and studied the skull and skeletal morphology of current and mummified animals, thereby, thereby revealing the ancestor to most likely be Cetostrodon, some species of cavy identified in the 20th century, such as C. anomaly and C. Guinea, may be domesticated guinea pigs that have become feral by reintroduction into the wild. Wild cavies are found on grassy plains and occupy an ecological niche similar to that of cattle. They are social animals living in the wild in small groups, herds that consist of several females, sows, a male boar, and their young pups, not piglets. A break with the preceding porcelain nomenclature. Herds of animals move together eating grass or other vegetation yet do not store food. While they do not burrow themselves or build nests, they frequently seek shelter in the burrows of other animals, as well as in crevices and tunnels formed by vegetation. They are capsacular and tend to be most active during dawn and dusk, when it is harder for the predators to spot them. Originally known as Kai, the guinea pig was first domesticated as early as 5000 BC for food by tribes in the Andorra region of South America, the present-day south part of Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Bolivia. Some thousands of years after the domestication of the South American camelids, statues dating back from circa 500 BC to 580 that duplicate guinea pigs have been unearthed in astrological digs in Peru and Ecuador. The Mochi people of ancient Peru worshipped animals and often depicted the guinea pig in their art. Early accounts from Spanish settlers state that guinea pigs were the preferred sacrificial animal of the Inca people native to Peru. These claims are supported by astrological digs and transcribed Quechua mythology, providing evidence that sacrificial rituals involving guinea pigs served many purposes in society, such as appraising the gods, accompanying the dead, or reading the future. From about 1200 to the Spanish conquest in 1532, the indigenous peoples used selective breeding to develop many varieties of domesticated guinea pigs, which formed the basis of some of the modern domestic breeds. They continue to be a food source in the region. Many households in the Andorran highlands raise the animal. Folklore traditions involving guinea pigs are numerous. They are exchanged as gifts, used in customary, social, and religious ceremonies, and frequently referred to in spoken metaphors. They also are used in traditional healing rituals by folk doctors or cadavers who use the animals to diagnose diseases such as jaundice, rheumatoid arthritis, and typhus. They are rubbed against the bodies of the sick and are seen as a supernatural medium. Black guinea pigs are considered especially useful for diagnosis. The animal may be cut open and its interiors examined to determine whether the cure was effective. These methods are widely accepted in many parts of the Andes, where Western medicine is either unavailable or distrusted. Spanish, Dutch, and English traders took guinea pigs to Europe, where they quickly became popular as exotic pets among the upper classes and royalty, including Queen Elizabeth I. The earliest known written account of the guinea pig dates from 1547 in a description of the animal from Santo Domingo. Because cavies are not native to Hispaniola, the animal was believed to have been earlier introduced there by Spanish travelers. However, based on more recent excavations on West Indian islands, the animal must have been introduced to the Caribbean around 500 BC by ceramic making heterocolonists from South America. It was present in the Australized period on Puerto Rico, for example, long before the adventure to the Spaniards. The guinea pig was first described in the West in 1554 by the Swiss naturalist Conrad Gressner. Its biomedical scientific name was first used by Experian in 1777. It is an otroclame of Perusius genetic disintegration 1766 and luminous Pacific Camphor 1758. The earliest known European illustration of a domestic guinea pig is a painting, artist unknown, in the collection of the Natural Portrait Gallery in London dated to 1580, which shows a girl in typical Elizabethan dress holding a tortoiseshell guinea pig in her hands. She is flanked by her two brothers, one of whom holds a pet bird. The picture dates from the same period as the oldest recorded guinea pig remains in England, which are a potential cavity skeleton found at Hill Hall, an Elizabethan manor house in Essex, and dated to around 1575. Guinea pigs are relatively large for rodents. In pet breeds, adults typically weigh between 700 and 1,200 grams, 1.5 to 2.6 pounds, and measure between 20 and 26 centimeters, 7 and 10 inches in length. Some livestock breeds weigh 3 kilograms, 6.6 pounds when full grown. Pet breeds live an average of 4 to 5 years, but many live as long as 8 years. According to Guinness's World Record as of 2006, the longest lived guinea pig was 14 years, 10 months, and 2 weeks old. Most guinea pigs have fur, but one laboratory breed adopted by some pet owners, the skinny pig, is a mostly furless breed. In contrast, several breeds have long fur, such as the Bavarian, the Silky, and the Texie. In the 1990s, a minority scientific opinion emerged proposing that caviar moors, such as guinea pigs, chinchillas, and dingoes, are not actually rodents and should be reclassified as a separate order of mammals, similar to the rodent-like logomorphs, which includes rabbits and hares. Subsequent research using wider sampling restored the censuses among mammalian biologists regarding the current classification of rodents, including guinea pigs, as monophyletic. Male and female guinea pigs do not significantly differ in appearance apart from general size. The position of the anus is very close to the genitals in both sexes. Sexing animals at a young age must be done by someone who has been trained in the differences. Female genitals are distinguished by a Y-shaped configuration formed from a vascular flap, while male genitals may look similar, with the penis and the anus forming a similar shape. The penis will protrude if pressure is applied to the surrounding hair antenna to the genital region. The male's testes may also be visible externally from structural swelling. Guinea pigs can learn complex paths to food and can accurately remember a learned path for months. Their strongest problem-solving strategy is motion. While guinea pigs can jump small obstacles, they cannot jump very high. Most of them are poor climbers and are not particularly agile. They startle easily, and when they sense danger, either freeze in place for long periods or run for cover with rapid darting motions. Larger groups of startled guinea pigs stampede, running in haphazard directions as a means of confusing predators. When happily excited, guinea pigs may often repeatedly perform little hops in the air, a movement known as popcorning. Analogies to the ferret's war dance or happy hops, pinkies. Guinea pigs are also good swimmers, although they do not like being wet and infrequently need bathing. Like many rodents, guinea pigs sometimes participate in social grooming, and they regularly self-groom. A milky white substance is secreted from their eyes and rubbed onto the hair during the grooming process. Groups of boars often chew each other's hair, but this is a method of establishing hierarchy within a group rather than a social gesture. Dominance is also established through biting, especially of the ears. Facilitation, aggressive noises, head thrust, and leaping attacks, non-sexually stimulated mounting for dominance is also common among same-sex groups. Guinea pig eyesight is not as good as that of a human in terms of distance and color, but they have a wider angle of vision, about 340 degrees, and see in partial color. They have well-developed senses of hearing, smell, and touch. Guinea pigs have developed a different biological rhythm from their wild counterparts and have longer periods of activity followed by short periods of sleep in between. Activity is scattered randomly throughout the day. Aside from an avoidance of intense light, no regular Canadian patterns are apparent. Guinea pigs do not generally thrive when housed with other species. Larger animals may regard guinea pigs as prey, though some dogs and cats can be trained to accept them. Opinion is divided over the co-housing of guinea pigs and rabbits. Some published sources say that the guinea pigs and rabbits complement each other well when sharing a cage. However, rabbits have different nutritional requirements. As logomorphs, they synchronize their own vitamin C, so the two species will not thrive if fed the same food when housed together. Rabbits may also harbor diseases such as respiratory infections from birdicidal and physosphorus to which guinea pigs are susceptible. Housing guinea pigs with other rodents such as gerbils and hamsters may increase instances of respiratory and other infections, and such rodents may act aggressively toward guinea pigs. Vocalization is the primary means of communication between members of the species. These are the most common sounds made by a guinea pig. A week is a loud noise, a name of which is onomatopoeia, also known as a whistle. An expression of general excitement, it may occur in response to the presence of its owner or to feeding. It is sometimes used to find other guinea pigs if they are running. If a guinea pig is lost, it may weep for assistance. A bubbling or purring sound is made